Don't miss Trump next time.
Never did I ever see Tenacious D being the band that would be at the center of an assassination joke regarding a former president. It's just a controversy I don't think anybody could have predicted. Hey neighbor, welcome back to Beyond ARTV. My name is John. If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing, and if you're old to the channel, consider liking. Crazy timing on all this Jack Black stuff in the news because I just watched the excellent Dodford documentary on Jack Black right here on YouTube. I'll leave a link for that in the description, and I also just made a video about artists I can't get into, and Jack Black's band was on there. I guess you could call this the fall of the Phoenix, depending on who you ask and what their reaction is, but first, let's find out what actually went down. At a Tenacious D concert in Australia, Kyle made some comments after Jack, his bandmate, sang happy birthday to him with the crowd. All things seem to be going well. Kyle's living, loving, and laughing in his 60s. Now, it's what's said right here.
Don't miss Trump next time.
Now, that's it. And you see Jack's reaction in the moment. We go back, and Jack looks like he's laughing. Like, compared to the reaction that he gives on social media later, he's just like, flabbergasted. Wow, that was a dark joke. But I feel like the same people that are making a huge stink about this are just freaking out are the same ones that are like, oh, these little fucking liberal snowflakes can't take a joke. It's either everything's okay to joke about or nothing. But now, you know, when it involves somebody that they like and align with politically, everything is peachy keen to cancel them. Things are just going on as normal. Business as usual. Nobody's that upset. Like the crowd, there's some boos and jeers, but it's mostly, you know, praise and Kyle getting his little happy birthday. This was Sunday night, July 14th in Australia, and the fallout has been so swift, it's so severe. Kyle Gass has been dropped by his longtime agent. There was an official letter from a senator in Australia saying that Tenacious D must be deported, which is insanity. I was blindsided by what was said at the show on Sunday. I would never condone hate speech or encourage political violence in any form. After much reflection, I no longer feel it is appropriate to continue the Tenacious D tour, and all future creative plans are on hold. You want to talk about spineless and not standing by a friend? This just feels like Jack Black throwing Kyle Gass under the bus after, what, 30 plus years of friendship?
Make a wish, Canada. Don't miss Trump next time.
Should a 3-second clip with a poorly timed joke about an assassination attempt on an extremely hateful individual who has countless times just pushed for violence, pushed for fight, come on, do something for me, I'll never do anything for you, but we can't make a little 3-second joke. Part of the joke that people aren't even talking about is the fact that it's just like a known thing. I don't know if you want to call it like lore around the birthday song, but you don't say your wish out loud because it won't come true. So he said it out loud.
Don't miss Trump next time.
Jack's reaction is just baffling to me because, all things aside from me not really caring for their brand of comedy or music, I mean, Jack Black is the dude, and he has been. Jablinski, come on. He's been in so many movies that have shaped my life in some way or another. And to now drop the act and feel like you're bowing down to, I don't know, the far right, who feel like this is something that's totally off limits that could never be joked about. I'm really trying to process Jack's reaction here because this just feels like flushing things down the toilet. The subreddit is in shambles right now, and people are talking about the fact, does it really make sense to end an entire career over 3 seconds? A little joke and something that's apparently changed everything for Jack and has apparently changed the future of Tenacious D, their creative projects. I mean, they just released a new cover song last year and this year. Both were pretty good. Wicked Game, Baby One More Time. Kyle responded with an Instagram story. The line I improvised on stage Sunday night in Sydney was highly inappropriate, dangerous, and a terrible mistake. I don't condone violence of any kind in any form against anyone. What happened was a tragedy, and I'm incredibly sorry for my severe lack of judgment. I profoundly apologize to those I've let down and truly regret any pain I've caused. I don't know if it's the media blitz campaign getting to both of them in their own ways, but I've never seen Kyle or Jack act like this before. And I know that I'm not like following their careers so closely that I see and hear everything, every interview, but generally I understand the vibe of these guys. And to me, saying don't miss Trump next time after a joke of like, oh, make a wish for your birthday. I don't know, man. Like, have you never told a fucked up joke? It feels insane to have to say this, but I also do not condone any form of political violence. It is definitely something that should never happen, regardless of how I feel about someone, regardless of how much I fucking hate Donald Trump. I'm not going to say that like, oh wow, what needs to happen is somebody needs to take him out. People are really out here acting like Kyle Gass was calling for the audience to like take up arms, head to America, ship it off to Boston, and fucking take out the president. But that was in no way what happened. And now you've got him bending over backwards, raking him over the coals. He's trying to apologize and duck and dodge, and his best buddy Jack is throwing him under the bus. That was not very tenacious of you, Jack. In fact, it was a total D move. But what do I know? Getting dropped by your agent for a joke with parted ways after what happened in Sydney. Having the country itself trying to deport you, your best friend turning their back on you essentially and saying, I don't even recognize you anymore, even though you were laughing at it in the moment. It all feels so weird. And if this is truly the end of Tenacious D, then I've lost a lot of respect for Jack Black. I truly feel that they should have just said nothing, stood their ground, or at the very least just been like, hey, we're going to take like a few shows off and regroup and think about this. This feels incredibly reactionary. It feels like you're throwing everything away. I'm really hoping it's a Kyle quit the band situation. If not,
last week, Kyle quit the band. Now we're back together.
It feels like you're just lighting the House of D on fire and letting it go to ashes just because of something that was said in jest in the moment that may or may not have been that serious. Now that you've heard my takeaway, let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. I will leave links to the original video of the concert, what was said, what went down. Are you still a fan of Tenacious D? If you were before, did this make you an even bigger fan? Are you disgusted for some other reason? Let me know. Check out some recent content on screen, and I'll see you soon on Beyond ARTV.